It is Saturday night. I'm all excited because we're going to read some tarot and do some cards, throw down some interesting cards, and get it all done. So today I worked on the Oracle deck and getting the Kickstarter ready. So the Kickstarter is getting ready, and I'm all excited. I'm ready to start the Kickstarter right now, but I don't have all the things ready. So it's gonna be end of the month. End of the month Kickstarter. If you're interested in these cards, they are coming at the end of the month at Kickstarter. I started the video, I started the graphics, I started all that good stuff. So a lot of fun. P-Love, hello, how are you? Amon, hello. It's good to see you again. Yaji, hi, how are you? Serena, hi, hello. Sim Awakening, welcome back. Monica C, welcome back. Amy Goddess, welcome back. We got a bunch of people. This is awesome. Norman Jean Baker, hello. How is it going? CM, hello. It's good to see you. So good to see all of you. I appreciate all of you joining. Let me move that up so you don't see my feet. There we go, much better. All right, this is awesome. Thanks everyone for joining. I really appreciate it. You're sweet for giving readings for free. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Nikki, it's good that you joined. Thank you for being here. And Amy, hey. Angela Boho, hey, what's up? Champagne C, how are you? A lot of people here. Let's start some readings. So, Iman, does O have true feelings for me, or is he just exploring the options? If so, when will he confess he's been a long time and eye contact and flirting? Well, you got eye contact and flirting? Well, that's pretty good. Celeste Valencia, hello. Sim Awakening wants to know why I moved to another state. Catherine Holm, welcome back. Thank you so much for all your donations, Catherine. I appreciate it. Yaji, what's happening in my near future? Let's see. Let's do Iman's. Is it Iman or is it Iman? Let's see. Let's do Iman or Iman's. Wants to know. O have true feelings, or just exploring the options? Well, that is the question for the evening. So let's put. By the way, this is my Oracle deck coming at the end of the month to Kickstarter. I started making the video, and I made the graphic today, and I filled out all their forms. So a lot of work involved to get a Kickstarter up. I did not know it was that much work, but I'm all excited. I'm going to put in the work and effort, and we're going to have us a lot of cards. So hopefully I'll get it funded. So I'm putting my funding at $3,000. So I'm not sure if I'll make it or not. That's about 80 decks or so. If I sell 80 decks or 70 decks, then I think it'll be okay. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be funded. If not, the Kickstarter will fail. And then I don't know what to do at that point. And then I will just use the cards myself. I'll just get a deck printed and hang out here and just use them. Let's see. Well, is O have true feelings, or what's happening? We're using the Thoth, by the way. If you like these are the Thoth. Lady Frida Harris painted these beautiful images. These are just stunningly gorgeous. I will get my license this year. Hey y'all, V-Love and Crystals, hello. It's so good to see you, V-Love and Crystals. Thank you so much for joining. Let me mod you. Let's see, add moderator. There we go. All right, cool. Let's see, Catherine Home, Champagne, Serena, hello, and Celeste Valencia. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming. All right, I'm doing great, V-Love and Crystals. How are you doing? All right, so we want to know about, is he just exploring options, or does O have true feelings? Well, let's see. Okay, the Hermit. It seems that O has some true feelings. Look at this. Look at this. O has some true feelings. So yes, basically O does have some true feelings. Let's go through these from the start to the back. Start with the Tower upside down. It really looks like that O wants to sort of settle with someone. I don't think that it seems like that O has some options. O has a lot of things going on with relationships. I'm not saying O is a player. I'm just saying that O has a lot of options with relationships. So O, enjoys options, and O likes relationships. I think that O is looking for something a little more stable, or not really to settle down per se, but O really wants to wants something to where it's more predictable. A relationship is a bit more predictable, because a lot of times you'll be in a bunch of different relationships and they're just not predictable. You just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I think the Tower upside down, you're looking for that stability, or you're looking for a bit of the changes, sort of settle down. So that seems what he wants. And again, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which, again, my Wheel of Fortune version is a Wheel of Fortune is just a day-to-day thing. This is what you do on a day-to-day basis. It's like the third house in astrology. It's what you do on a day-to-day basis. And he just wants something that, again, more predictable, more stable, but as well as he wants sort of that turning motion, where you can rely on someone, where you can have a relationship. He just wants a relationship. He wants something stable. He wants something steady. And again, Hermit upside down, he seems to have the true feelings. And we end with the Lover. I mean, it's just such a great spread for your question. This is beautiful. I mean, if you had a picturesque spread for your particular question, it's, this is it. This is it. We want stability, right? We want stability. We want that. We want the ability to share things with someone else. We want the ability to have those feelings. We don't really want to be alone. We don't want that alone time. We want something to get more stable. It all just points to this. Success upside down really just sort of hits me odd right before this. It seems that if you're going to get into this relationship, you're going to have a lot of challenges from the start. It's going to be something that is just going to have challenges from day one. So be prepared for that. You're going to have to get through a hurdle, and it's going to be a fairly big one. And if you want to go through this, he does have true feelings. O does have true feelings. You're going to have to leap this hurdle. You're going to have to get through it. And it's not going to be something easy. You're going to have to get through your own hesitation with a lot of these things. And once the hurdle is there, we have this fantastic relationship that's possible. Again, I'm just a random reader on YouTube. But if you want to go with this, if you're asking, does he have true feelings, and exploring options? A lot of people are exploring options. A lot of people are trying to figure out who you are, or who he is, or who the other person is. So I think exploring option is always that way. But if you're looking for a serious relationship, yes. I mean, we have that here. We have that serious relationship vibe, and it's looking really good. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Good luck with all that. And let's see. So yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. X Subliminals, thank you so much for the donation. Should I go out on a date with Scorpio? Huh. Oh, okay. Just be careful. It's Scorpio. All right. X wants to know, go out on a date with Scorpio? My best friend's a Scorpio, by the way, and she has a lot of interesting emotions that she goes through. That is for sure. What do we want for this? What do we want for what's a good Scorpio deck? I want to reach for the Thoth again, but I just want to do Thoth all day. Somebody's going to get bored and say, all you do is Thoth. I never see any good cards here, but we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Speaking of amazing cards, so we'll grab some random cards and find out what's going on about your go out on a date with a Scorpio. So is this Scorpio older or younger than you? P-Love, hello, how's it going? I go completely random, P-Love. Donations take priority, but I go random other than that. Timothy, hey, how's it going? Benita, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Cool. Celeste Valencia, I love you. I've always loved your name. Celeste. Benita, hello. And Timothy, what's going on? I'd like to know if we're leaving the job after 30 years at the end of the year. Wow. 30 years? That is a long time to be in a job. That is excellent. I think my longest job is like a year, maybe. So let's do another one for the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is sort of confusing me on this deck sometimes. Sometimes this deck is just confusing with some of the cards when I just lay it down, but we have a lot of interesting stuff here. So basically, you want to go out on a date with Scorpio. Got the 9 of Wands. You're going to be a bit on the interesting side. I think there's some unexpected things about to hit you if you go on this date. One of the things is a person's not going to be really that grounded as far as sort of moving through. Wow, cards with cash. Thank you so much. Guidance for my new online reading business. Cool, cards with cash. We'll get that in just a minute. After, let's see, JK, after, all right, let me start writing this down. So the first one is X, and we're doing that one now. And then Ariel, JK, friends say of me? And then cards wants to know guidance for online card reading business. Well, that's what I'm doing. How funny is that? Beloved Crystals, thank you so much. All right, so Nine of Wands, you're going to be a bit defensive on this. There's, you know, if you go out on a date with a Scorpio, you're not really going to be that good of a vibe, or that synced up, that soulmate feeling. It's just not going to be there. It's going to be kind of weird. There's going to be a little bit of weird, but it's mostly going to be okay, but there's just going to be a little bit of weird. So be prepared for the Scorpio is not exactly, we're looking at the Page of Pentacles, not exactly that grounded with some of the things they say. It's going to be a bit hectic in some of the conversations. Some of the conversations, you're going to have to recover it. I mean, the conversation may go into full recovery mode where you're just like, all right, how do I recover that? And you see the Eight of Pentacles as well. This person is going to be excited to go out with you. So they're super excited to go out with you. Eight of Pentacles. It's something that they've been looking forward to. It's something that that is going to be exciting for them, and they're going to be, you know, in the mood and sort of talking a bit too much and a bit nervous or something like that. So Eight of Cups overall, yeah, it looks like this is going to be, it's going to be something to where you're probably not going to go on a second date. You know, where you have the Eight of Cups and you have the Nine of Swords. There's this whole abandonment, upset feel that we have in the mix, and it's just not something that you're going to want to go on a second date. But a first date's always fun, so if you want to go on the first date, that's going to be great. Timothy Riley, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. We have 700 videos to choose from. Feel free to wander around and find the videos you like. So yeah, you know, I would go on it. They're going to be excited about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bit of a challenge maybe as far as the verbal conversation goes. But ultimately, you're looking at sort of just walking away from the whole thing. You may not want to go on a second date. But I mean, sure, let's go on a date. That sounds fun, and see how it goes, and see how the interesting conversation goes. One thing, you will not be bored on the date. No question about it. You will not be bored on this date. So, Ariel, thank you so much for your donation. What would JK friends say of me? JK, just kidding? Maybe I've been on the internet too long. I see JK, I think just kidding. I assume those are initials. Ariel wants to know, JK friends say of me. So how do the friends see you? I think that's a basic question here, right? All right, we'll use, speaking of friends, we'll use the Little Prince Tarot, one of my absolute favorites. Well, they're all my favorites, but you know me. I just love tarot. All right, so here we go. We'll do that and get a few of these. So what will they say of you? So is this something that you think they're saying something bad and you just want to confirm it, or you heard something, or you're just kind of curious and you met them and you got a weird vibe? So I'm kind of curious now. Those are his initials. Yeah, I know. I'm JK. I'm just kidding. So yeah. So yeah. So okay. They have a bunch of mixed feelings about you. I think some of them like you. Some of them are sort of on the edge. I mean, they don't have a lot of information. It's almost, did you just meet these people? So I have no idea what's going on with this, but it's like you just met them, right? We have the Chariot, that movement, almost that just skating across. It's like you just passed by. You just passed by. So we all go to school together. So is there something, have they spent like a lot of time with you? Angel Moon, welcome. Haley Mist, welcome back. Ariel, Michelle, Norma Jean Baker, hello. Nikki, how's it going? So is this something, it's almost like they just flew by, almost like they haven't spent a lot of time with you. So I'm kind of curious, if they have spent a lot of time with you, is it just sort of superficial conversation? Is this something to where you haven't really gotten into deep conversation with these people or something like that? So I'm just kind of curious. Again, the Chariot, it's almost like you just flew by. It's like not a lot of interactions has occurred that are meaningful or deep. I mean, you can talk to people. I talk to people all the time. I have no idea what they think about anything, because it's just a sort of a grazing conversation as I sort of go along. So yeah, anyway, so the Eight of Cups, again, we have the mixed feelings. Some like you, some don't. There's not really an overall feel here that, you know, that they like you, or they super like you, or they super don't like you, or anything like that. There's not like a bunch of disdain or distrust and things like that. I always pass by them in the hallway. Okay, so that would explain the chariot. They can take you or leave you, basically. I mean, they can take you or leave you. So, I mean, they haven't formed. If you really want to sort of get into their head, I mean, maybe have some longer conversations or say, hey, let's go out and, well, you're in school. I'd say have a beer. Probably not the best thing for if you're in school. Let's say, let's go hang out. Or I don't know what they do in school anymore. So I don't know what they do in school anymore. I'm not going to pretend. I haven't been in school in quite some time. So, whatever you do in school where you just hang out and sort of chill out and stuff like that. If it's college and you're old enough, have a beer, whatever. So anyway, but they can take you or leave you. It's not something where they're just dedicated to hating you or they're dedicated to absolutely loving you and their heart warms every time they see you. So again, it's almost like they're just skating by. It's almost like that you need to spend some more time with them if you want to make an impression. So if you want to make a deep impression, spend more time with them, basically. But overall, I think that you have a lot of potential with making friends and making these people your friends and just overall being comfortable with them and making them comfortable with you. You seem like a likable person. Justice, almost like that Libra influence. You're a likable person. People are going to enjoy talking to you. You're going to have interesting things to say. I mean, you seem like just a likable person from this. So the Four of Wands, they're going to be at home with you. They're going to be comfortable with you in a long term. And basically, they can take you or leave you now. If you really want to make the impression, go make the impression. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Ross add, will I succeed in art? Well, that is a long road. I can tell you that. I tried that. Let's see. Haley missed a spontaneous weekend getaway in the beach, but my tarot cards was planning. Happy to hang out. Cool. All right. Let's see. Who is next here? So we have the JD Friends Think About Me. Cards with Cash, thank you so much for your donation. Guidance from a new online card reading business. I'd love to do that. I'm doing that right now. Let's see. Some guidance. I can just give you some general guidance without tarot, I guess. Let's see. Cards, online, tarot business. Let's see if the cards sort of think what I'm thinking. Let's see. What do I want to use? What cards do I want to use for a tarot reader? Let's use Thoth. Do you use the Thoth? There's a tip right there. Use the Thoth. You have to trim it, and it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. I'm going to drool on these cards, so I apologize. Celeste Valencia, how will my love life be the next few months? Thank you so much for the donation. We'll check that out in just a minute. Let's find out about a card reading online business. That's always a challenge. There is a lot of competition for that for sure. So let's do that. Do we want to do another one? No, we'll do this. I'm going to back the camera out at some point and do Lenormand, and that is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do Lenormand where I move the camera around. That's going to be great. Wow, the Lovers makes another appearance. Okay. Okay. This is an interesting spread for that particular question. Yeah, basically you're going to have to use your intuition for most of the readings, okay? So this is pretty clear right here. If you know the Thoth, if you know tarot, which you do, because you do online tarot reading. Indeed, looks stunning with trimming borders. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, you have to get the large version. You can't get the regular version. The regular version becomes this mini deck. And well, Jonathan, I'll be friends again. I'm Sagittarius. Norman, thank you so much. We'll do that in just a minute. Basically, so the card reading business. Let's take some time here. So the card reading business. That's important for you to go with intuition and ditch a lot of book stuff. And I say that because if I wanted a reading with a book material, then I could just get my phone and I could punch in, give me a reading, or I could ask Alexa to give me a reading, and Alexa would kick out the, all this stuff. Ethelyn, thank you so much for joining the family and subscribing to the channel. We got 700 videos. Take a look and find something that you like. We got tons of content on here. So basically use your intuition so you're not basically someone's cell phone where they punch up a reading. And that's going to be important in a lot of ways. This should be obvious, but a lot of people, when they start tarot, when they do tarot, they don't bring anything unique to it, and you have to bring something unique to it to separate yourself from the pack. And you're unique, yeah, that's easy for me to say. And your uniqueness will be your intuition. Once you've honed that, once you get good with that, everybody is going to want your intuition because they see that your accuracy is there. They see that excitement is there. They see that you just have that love and that passion for tarot, which I assume you do. And that's going to be the next thing, is just to have that passion. If you go and you just read and you sound like you're about to fall asleep, it's not going to be something hugely beneficial for the world, and everybody's going to sort of pass by. As far as online goes, there are 10,000 places to put yourself where you're available. Does that make sense? A lot of places you sign up and you're available at these hours, and then people will go to the website. And when they go to the website, then they know they can choose these 20 people who are available right now. So get on those websites, and get on all those websites. If there's a website you can get on to make yourself available for tarot readings, and it's legitimate, in other words, you don't have to pay anything, and it's legitimate, then get on that site and make yourself available. Make yourself available at the maximum number of places. And the next thing is have a balance. Don't overdo it, right? Don't overdo it. Make yourself unavailable on times you want off, or you want to take a break, or things like that. So it's going to be a lot of time that you want downtime and relaxing time. I remember working for myself, basically. I had a coach who told me how to work for myself. He said, take as much time off as you could possibly take, and the rest of the time you work. You don't take a breaks, you work. And that's going to be your schedule. That's going to be reading. You can get Kindle Unlimited or whatever. We'll have a trial for 99 cents for 3 months. Get that and read every tarot book on the Kindle Unlimited. So read everything, learn everything you possibly can, and then combine that with your intuition. Use your intuition. Get that excitement out there. Get yourself out there. If you want to make a YouTube channel and do what I do, go with it. I mean, we have some wonderful people that are YouTube channels. We got V Love and Crystals. Go and immediately subscribe to V Love and Crystals right now. She is absolutely amazing. We have all these great tarot readers that are doing live readings, and it's so great to practice as well. If you have downtime, you're not studying, do live readings, do free live readings, and get into the hard questions. There's some hard questions out there, and dive into those and try those. Obviously, watch out for any trick questions, or any questions where you can get into trouble. So don't take on someone's medical issues or legal issues or whatever. Make sure you keep vague and all that. But yeah, I mean, get out there, do it. There's only one way to get better, and that's to do it. And if you want to practice golfing, you go on a golf course and you golf all day. So if you want to practice tarot, you go online, maybe on YouTube, and you do free readings for maybe an hour and a half, until you're just kind of bored of sitting there. And do that. You're going to practice. It's going to make you way, way better, especially if the more varied questions you can tackle, the better off you're going to be. So it's going to be fine. You're going to do great. Just get yourself out there and do them, right? Do the practice, get the practice laps in, as they say, with the running, all that. So yeah, that would be great. So good luck with that, my friend. By the way, if you start a YouTube channel for tarot, please email me at the email address in the description for here, and I will I will subscribe to you. I will highlight you somewhere. All that. That goes for everybody. I mean, I love all of you. You'll be in the news. If you do a deck review, I'm going to put you in the news, and I'm going to watch everything that you make, because I love watching tarot readers, and I like all the community. Our community is fantastic. Our community is great. So I really like our community. We have such nice people. Everybody's so nice. Have you noticed that? Like all the tarot readers on YouTube, they're just so nice and pleasant, and like there's no drama. They're just great. So I really enjoy watching other people, and as they can all tell you, I'll join the channel and say hi, and I love being around the other tarot readers on YouTube. They're fantastic. They're full of energy. They have fun readings that are unexpected and unusual, and it's just a great time. All right, so Celeste wants to know how to, let's see, how will my love life be in the next few months? All right, we got 4 cards. What would they be? Celeste, love life, next few months. All right, let's check that out and see how the love life is going to be the next few months. All right, will Jonathan and I be friends again? All right, let's check it out. Hannah, hello from Sweden. Hey, H-E-J, right? I remember I went to Sweden. I had a girlfriend in Sweden for a long time, and I went to Sweden, And I walked into a store and I said, "Hey," and apparently that's your greeting, right? H-E-J. And then and they started talking Swedish to me, and I know a little German, so I could pick up a little bit of it, but I was just like, whoa. All right, so Sweden was great. It was really nice. I was in Stockholm. Stockholm was really pretty. So I had that little lake there with the boats, and apparently it's hard to get an apartment. Apparently you're on an apartment list for a long time, and I remember they had a bunch of bins in the back. They have like 7 recycle bins, one for plastic, one for paper, one for regular trash. It was an interesting place. All right, let's see. So what am I doing? Sorry, I got all excited about Sweden. Let's see, how will my love life be in the next few months or less? So let's find out how your love life will be in the next few months. Just taking a look right here. Oh, whoa, what is this? What is that? Well, that is interesting. You have a good option coming up, basically. You have a good option coming up as far as love life goes. It looks like that you have a very, very strong person, a very strong connection coming. The person is going to be a Virgo, oddly. So the cups, the wands, that combination, that sort of a bit of that too detailed person is going to be a Virgo. So you have a Virgo coming up, and the Virgo is going to be just a great attraction. You're gonna be very attracted to this person. This person is really going to be sort of your style. They're going to be able to talk well to you. They're going to be a knight. They're going to be pretty good with relationships. It's going to be something that you want to start, and it sort of ends here. So basically it's just sort of telling me that this is sort of up to you where you want to go in the relationship, but the relationship is going to have some opportunities, and you're going to have an opportunity to meet this person, and it's going to be good. But it comes after all of this other stuff. So let's take a look at what we have here. Justice, again, that Libra feel. A lot of times that we want to sort of get into a relationship, but there's Dina Abraham. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for the donation. We'll do 2020 after this. So there's a lot of times we'll sort of jump into something without too much caution, and this is definitely not something you want to do because the devil is sort of sneaking into the spread right dead center, right? So you want to make sure that you sort of do a bit of research or do a bit of, obviously don't look them up or whatever, but make sure you do your due diligence and once you meet this person, and don't just jump into anything. That's going to be important because the devil in there is sort of mixing the Queen of Wheels and the Queen of Wands. It's this very interesting combination that the devil is between these two. It's like you want to take that action. You want that action to be something, to where you can just jump into the relationship and you can go with it and everything would just be fantastic. But you really sort of lose that balance, the balance that you started with, and you want to just start a relationship. And it's going to be tricky because, again, you want to make sure this person is authentic. You want to make sure that they're going to, once the King of Wands not initiating contacts to the waist of X. Hey, Cynthia, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get to that after this. All right, so just make sure you do your due diligence. But yes, you have a Virgo coming. The Virgo, you're going to meet this person almost at like a store almost. I mean, not literally a store, but it's some place that you go. It's some regular place that you go, and they're going to be there. And you're just going to sort of bump into them or meet them or at one of these mishaps and all that stuff. So, it's just going to be a big mix in there with how to meet. Wow, that's a lot of people. Alexandria, thank you so much. How did probation hearing meeting go? Oh my. Will I stay? Would JK be a husband? Back to JK. Check it out. Was it not interesting? Waste of eggs. Okay. So anyway, use your due diligence and find out if this person's going to be okay for you before you jump in, basically. So your love life is improving. It's looking better. Watch out for the Virgo. Watch out for these accidental connections you're going to make. And that's going to be critical for you because it's going to be a good relationship, something where you can just sort of, be in there. But again, the devil sort of makes me think that it's not exactly going to be the best person maybe for a long-term relationship. But again, just jump in and it should be okay. Let's see. All right, so Celeste was the love life, and we have quite a bit in the queue. Thank you so much for all your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Celeste, good luck with the Virgo. Let us know how it goes. With Jonathan Virgo, speaking of which, with Jonathan Virgo and I be friends again of Sagittarius. Let's try that out. So Norman wants to know. Let's see. Yeah. Norman with a capital O. Will Jay and I be friends again? All right, let's check it out. Your Sagittarius Virgo combination. That is an interesting combination for sure. So what happened that you're not friends anymore? Did something crash and burn, or what happened with all that stuff? Let's find out. Friends and I be Virgo again. Okay, let's find out if you're going to be friends again. Well, Serena, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Job, career, direction, and successful. We'll get to you. We have quite a few in the queue. We'll go through these. Basically, will you be friends again? The 10 of Cups, yes, you'll be friends again. Is there going to be some distance between you before that happens, or is this going to be this gap between you for a while? Yes. So it's not going to be anything sudden. The Knight of Swords, you're going to be moving along. Both of your lives are going to move along, and you're going to have some recovery time in order to do that. You have to have some recovery time in order to do that. But yes, the 10 of Cups, you will be friends again. Things will be sort of on the outs, I guess, for a while, and then yes, you'll sort of recover some. And I say some because the 10 of Cups is this beautiful, beautiful card, and it sort of means that everything will be all right. You'll be friends. Everything will be fine. But then we have this awkward Queen of Pentacles at the end, and this sort of points me to that it's going to be an uneven friendship. Does that make sense? So Jay and yourself will be friends again, but it's going to be unequal or uneven per se as we go through the friend thing, and it's not going to be the same as it was. So yes, you'll be friends. It'll recover. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be different. One of you is going to sort of see the other one as not their equal. See, sort of the Queen of Pentacles, but we have that image. The Queen of Pentacles is sort of looking down. So it's almost going to be like you regard this person as different, and the relationship is different. So if you were trying to recover back to square one with whatever happened, then no, it's not going to be there. It's going to be a bit different. It's going to be on unequal footing, and you're going to have to adjust to that. So yeah, that could be a bit of a challenge, but I think it's going to be okay. I think that you'll be okay. It'll just be different. You have to sort of realize that a lot of times we want to recover something and restore it back to where it was, but sometimes it's just not possible. Is it Dina? Is it Dina or Dina Ibrahim? Let's see, 2020. Can only do one question as per the graphic up there. Love, moving, and career. We'll just go for general, and we'll let the cards determine if it's going to be love, moving, or career. How about that? How about that? We'll check it out and see. We'll use Shiro's and find out about the general there. So let's go because of the burden. Maybe because of the burden. Yeah, it's sort of this unequal footing once you recover, but it does recover. It's like I don't know. It's interesting. So let's find out. We'll do one more. I like big spreads. I like big spreads, and I cannot lie. Those other tarot readers cannot deny. Oh, let's see. Dina for general. So you want to know basically love, career, and all that good stuff. So what are we looking at here as far as love, career, general, things going on? We have a lot of courts. And as per my video on the courts, we can add more cards to them to sort of clarify the courts in a lot of different ways, all right? So the first court that we have is going to be the Queen of Swords. So Sword of Timothy Riley. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Let's see, Timothy, did you have a question you need to add or no? Okay, well, thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. So the Queen of Swords. Then we have the choices or the options. Maybe a bit too many options, maybe a bit too confusing. It's looking really a lot like career at this point or job at this point. So we're going to go with that. So we have the Ace of Wands, a beautiful card, but the Queen of Swords means that you're going to have to take the initiative on something. So it looks like that you do have a job opportunity coming or an upgrade coming. Are you working right now? And the reason The reason I ask that is because this is an odd card right next to this. It's almost like you're looking for work and you find something, but the something has some caveats. Every tarot reading I have about work always has caveats. I never really say, yes, you'll find a job. Everything will be great. It's going to be awesome. There's always more complexity to that when you go with that. So that's why I'm asking if you are working right now. Contract last month. So that's Dina. Okay. So anyway, so it looked like you have a job opportunities. You have multiple job opportunities coming. Basically, it's what I'm seeing from this. You're going to have to chase those, though. Again, job opportunities don't just fall in your lap. You're going to have to actually go chase a lot of different things. And there's some travel involved with that. You did ask about travel or moving. There is a possible move involved as far as this goes. We just have a lot of people involved, this complex thing. And you're moving or you're sort of upgrading places. And as you're doing that, you have to rely on other people or you have to coordinate with other people. And one of them is not going to move. One of them does not want to go. It does not want to move. But you are involved in some moving, maybe not a major move, but maybe a minor move or maybe a different work type location or something like that. But it's almost like you're looking for a job. You have multiple jobs to choose from. You're going to have to chase this. In other words, a lot of these interviews that you're going to go on will require you to do extra research. They're not going to be a freebie. They're not going to be something where you just sort of jump into it with no problems or no issues whatsoever. You're going to have to do research. A lot of times we'll go, like to say, a technical interview, and they're technical interview for, let's say, .NET or something, or Angular. And you think you know what they're going to ask the question, but they ask something different. And that happens a lot of times when you do technical certifications. You know the material, but the certification just asks you some weird question. I remember one time I got asked, somebody asked me about some book they read like 10 years ago. And I told them, I have no idea. I've never read that book. And they were all surprised. They were like, well, everybody should have read that book. I'm like, I haven't read that book. I'm sorry. So you're going to have to do extra preparation to get ready for these. And it'll be obvious what it is because in the position statement or the requisition, they'll have more details and you're kind of keyed off of those and you have to go with that. Anyway, so you'll have a female manager at one of these interviews that will like you, and the female manager will most likely want to pick you up. They are going to offer you a bit under what you expected. I mean, we have the magician with the King of Swords. You really have these skills and these talents, and you're going in with these skills and talents. They're going to offer you a bit lower than what you expect, basically. You're going to have some negotiation involved. You're going to have to use your magician skills. Lots and lots of swords. You're going to have to use your communication ability to get the salary, to get the money that you need from the particular position. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back to the starting point and start over. So it's looking good as far as jobs concerned. I know you asked about everything, but sorry, I can only do one question. As you can see, I'm kind of backed up here. So good luck with that. My Accurate Psychic Readings, the best name ever. Thank you so much. I think this is the new Chiro deck. It is. Arm the Plague. My wife and I have another baby this year. Well, congratulations. Let's see, did he call me yet? Marge, hello. I saw you earlier in V-Stream. So good to see you again. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. All right, so Cynthia wants to know, why is the King of Wands not initiating contact still a waste if X? I'm not really sure what that question is. As far as the King of Wands not initiating contact still a waste if X. I'm not really sure what the question is. Can you clarify maybe? King of Wands. So the King of Wands not starting contact. All right. So we'll find out why the King of Wands is not starting contact. Yeah, if you could clarify a bit about the King of Wands. I'm kind of curious, was this from, I know I did a reading for you before, and I know I just hit my microphone. I'm sure that sounded great. So I know I did a reading for you before. Is this the King of Wands from that previous reading? Now I'm kind of curious. I'm assuming yes. I'm getting sort of an idea that yes, the King of Wands was for a previous reading. You read, I met someone, to me, a waste of time. So you want to know why they're a waste of time? Is that correct? Okay. We will use the Thoth and find out why this person's a waste of time. Exobliminals, thank you so much for the donation. How would Scorpio feel if we go on a date? Let's see. All right. So let's see. So why is the Queen? So this is a clarification for an earlier reading, and we want to know why is the King of Wands a waste of time? Interesting. Basically, it's almost like, well, we have a lot of factors here. It's almost like the King of Wands has some other things. This is interference. It's like the King of Wands has some other things going on, and he's trying to get it cleared up. But luckily, it's upside down. Maybe he's working on getting cleared up. Maybe he's be love and crystals. Thanks for subbing. Okay, cool. So maybe he's working on it. Maybe the King of Wands is trying to get these things cleared up, but he needs to get time to get things cleared up and to get things moved on. It seems there's a lot of things in his queue, a lot of things going on, and he may have not a lot of time for things, or he may have that interference. But the interference is clearing up. The interference is clearing up. And the most interesting part is this is right side up. So he's going to be able to recover from that. When he recovers from that, he has something else planned. We have the success. We have that Jupiter in Leo. Is like he has something else planned, something that's not involving what you think it's involving, or something else planned, something else moving along, moving around. And I think that there's a lot on the King of Wands plate that needs resolution, or that needs some work. And that's one of the things we're going to sort of run into here is once the interference goes away, we're going to have to sort of fix this. Angela Davis, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Requesting for a general reading. Sure, we have quite a few in front of you, and then we'll go that from there. But basically, you want to know why it's a waste of time. Again, we have interference. Interference reversed, again, points me to that it's just something going on that he needs to resolve. And when he resolves it, he has other plans. I mean, that's basically it. That's basically it. He has other plans. He has other things doing, other things going on. This is just a weird, interesting card. It's almost like we'll wander into the rabbit hole here. He has something else planned, and what he has planned involves some different people, and maybe some people that are not too trustworthy. And he has to sort of coordinate with that, with what he needs to get done. And during that process, I think he sort of gets burned by one of these people during the process, or during the excuse me, during what he's going for. He gets burned, basically, during a deal almost. He gets burned during a deal. And he ends up getting that back, or getting the resources back, or getting things back to normal after that. But we just have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things going on, and it doesn't seem to involve relationships. It doesn't seem to involve a lot of things to do with love. We don't have like a ton of love cards. We don't have anything that would indicate that he's pursuing relationships. He's busy with other things. He has this big project. He can't trust some of the people that he's involved in with the projects. He does get the situation back in order and get the situation back under control, but I mean, he just has a lot of stuff going on. So let's see. Hopefully, plans to continue a relationship with me. So is this something that you had a relationship with this person and now he's a waste of time, or is this something where you wanted a relationship with this person? Try using the YouTube app. So I'm kind of curious as to what the origin of this is, a bit of more origin story about this. So we have a few things to go through. How would JK be as a husband? The JK we did earlier. And then we have a probation. So when my wife and I have another baby. So let's go for a JK again. JK, a good husband? Let's find out how JK would make for the husband material. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I thought so, but I'm not sure. It just looks like he's busy with other things. It looks like he has a lot of other things going on. It doesn't look like that there's a lot of love, relationship things sort of burning in his mind, or being pursued. Again, this is just tarot cards, but I'm just telling you what the cards say. I didn't see a lot of love cards. I didn't see a lot of cups. I didn't see a lot of feelings. I didn't see a lot of outpouring of emotion. I didn't see any of that. It just looked like some business venture. It looked like that he's sort of diving in with somebody that he doesn't really trust that much. And at the end of that, it looks like that he gets burned. So it just seems that he has a lot of other things, if that makes sense. All right, so would JK be a good husband? What do you think? What do you think for looking at this? Hell, what an interesting thing. Basically, if you can catch him, I mean, that's what I'm saying here. If you can catch JK, he would be an interesting husband. Why is my camera doing that? If you can catch JK, he would be an interesting... Can I turn that off? The focus reticule, is that the correct thing? The focus reticule? I'm not sure why that's doing that. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm not sure why it is doing that. Let me try to fix it. Info, turn it off, turn that off. And it's not going to fix itself. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. The benefits of using a DSLR, I guess. So it looks like everybody wants you to look at his face because that's where we have the autofocus. Okay. Anyway, so if you can catch him, basically, you want a good husband, you're going to have to catch him. That's sort of what it's saying here. And I guess that's sort of unfortunate. The huntsman, it's going to take a bit of catching to get to him. As far as lovers, he would be a good lover. He would be someone that would be passionate about being a husband. He would be someone that would be diving in about being a husband. Now the focus thing is really annoying me. He would be focused and passionate about being a husband. And he would make a husband for a good while. Again, but there's that emotional disconnect, or there's that chase involved. So if you want to make a good husband, yes, if you can catch him, you're going to need a bit of chase involved, and it could be a bit of a challenge as far as many respects. I like the Alice in Wonderland deck. I do too. I think I'll use that one next. That's a good idea. Thank you so much. All right, the next one is probation hearing. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I guess that would be good. I'm good to hear that, I think. Let's see, AW, probation hearing, go. How will probation hearing go? Before we do this, since this is wandering into the legal aspect, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything as factual or as legal advice or anything as facts. Again, this is entertainment purposes only. So let's see about the probation hearing. How is it going to go? We'll do 3 cards and see how that will go. We have the Queen of Pentacles, a reverse Knight of Cups, and a reverse 4 of Cups. How interesting. We'll grab 2 cards to go with the Knight and the 4. All right. So let's see. With the Queen of Pentacles combined with a Page. So the probation hearing. It looks like the judge... has a bit of preconceived notion, or the judge has a bit of their own ideas or a bit of their own opinions on how certain things should go or how certain things should be. So they're coming in with a bit of an opinion about how this particular case should go, which we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles. Is it a female judge? I need to scroll back down to get all the way back to the bottom. So is it a female judge? Brianna Santiago. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you so much. Alexandra and Lucy. Welcome, Lucy. And Serena. Welcome as well. Haley and G. How are you? So basically the judge has some preconceived notions about how things should go. You could be looking at that. You could be looking at some hurdles as far as that goes. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups upside down is never a good thing to have upside down, but the Knight of Cups means that that there could be some other factors involved that you're not seeing. There could be some things going on that you're not seeing or that you don't know about. There's a bunch of different things sort of being a challenge. So it looks like, especially the 4 of Cups upside down, I don't see anything that would indicate a freedom or anything that would indicate that. I mean, I think it could go well. It could go well, the 4 of Cups being upside down, sort of stranded on here, looking sort of dismal as far as the facial expression goes. I think that could be a positive sign. I think that's a great card as far as, I mean, there are 100 other cards that I would have liked to see better right here. And there's my focus thing again. There are 100 other cards I would have liked to see better than this, but it is sort of good news, or it is sort of good news. Probation could be delayed, basically, is what it's sort of telling me, being upside down. So you sort of want to walk in with some good expectations, but just sort of be realistic about how things could go. But that is a very positive card going in, so I say it may go well. And again, I say may because I really would have liked some other card here. Really would. For a probation hearing, for the end of that, I sure wish I had something else there. That's just an odd card to have there for that particular question. It's telling me that it's going to go good, but it's not going to go great. It's not going to go great. Does that make sense? Red Sage Tarot, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your donation. We have a few ahead of you, and we'll try to get through these as quick as we can. Let's see. We're going on an hour. Wow. That's a good stream. So, Alexandra, I hope that your probation hearing or someone's probation hearing goes well. I assume it's someone else's since you're on the chat. Probation hearing. I'm just making that assumption. Job, career, direction, and successful. Let's see a job, career, direction for Serena. Welcome, Serena. I don't think I have seen you before. Thank you so much for joining. If all of you have not hit subscribe, please hit subscribe. We have 700 videos to choose from. So subscribe. We have all sorts of good stuff lined up for the channel as well. Job, career, direction. All right. So you just want to know what direction you want to go with your career and your job, I assume? So what kind of job are you working now? Brianna, thank you so much. Just to go past 20. How funny. Thank you so much, Brianna. Brianna, we need to schedule up. We need to schedule up for the month. I need to send out all the emails and all that other good stuff. Job, career, direction. That's interesting that night is there. Job, career, direction. Do you do anything as far as volunteering goes? I'm kind of curious. So basically, it's almost like that you're going to get a job, career, direction. As far as where you should go, first of all, I think that you're good at conflict resolution, not like literally, but I mean, I think you're good at communication. I think you're good at communication to where you get both parties to see the light. You get both parties to see the common sense. A lot of times people will think this other person will think this, and there's no in between, or there's no resolution in sight. And I think that you're able to get that and resolve it. Or I think that you're able to not just conflict resolution, but you're able to get that communication and find people's common ground and get people to talk or get people to discuss when they otherwise would not be discussing. And they're sort of, in separate terms. It's almost like, are you a Libra? I mean, it's almost like that Libra feel, right? To where you find that middle ground, you can sort of make everything a little better and all that stuff. Whoa, Maurice Evans, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Happy New Year to see me in money and career in the next 4 months. We'll get to that after a few more of these. All right, but basically that's what I see. So you would be good at conflict resolution. You would be good at people finding the middle ground between people. And then we have the Four of Cups. Is very interesting here. Again, with that communication ability that you have, that you can make people warm up, or you can make people have empathy, not only with you, but you can reason with them, and you can make them see a perspective that they otherwise would have ignored or they would not have seen in the first place. And so that's what we see sort of at the end with the Knight. So I think that's going to be a good career option for you. And also volunteering is going to really sort of bring about some career options for you. And I know that sounds weird. How would volunteering bring about a career option? Find what you're passionate about. Find what you love. Find what you really enjoy and go volunteer. And you'll run into someone that is going to be able to boost your career or sort of move you forward in the direction of your passion or in the direction of what you really love to do. And that sort of happened to a friend of mine. He loved to code, and he would code shareware or freeware. And someone noticed it. It was really odd. Someone noticed it, and he got a job from that. So it's this interesting thing about volunteering or mentoring or something like that in the place that you really love or the thing that you're really passionate about. And I think that you'll have an opportunity where that will open up. and make that. So hopefully that makes sense. Serena, thank you again for your donation. Timothy Riley. All right, so X Oblivious, how would Scorpio feel if we go out on a date? Let's find out. Scorpio go out on a date. Let's see. So this is the Scorpio from earlier that you had the other question. We'll do a quick thing here. A couple of cards. How would they feel if you go out on a date? The King of Wands. We have another King of Wands. So here we go with the King of Wands. So as per my video, we'll grab that. Four of Cups. I did pick randomly. So interesting that they would, yeah, the world. Seems like they like it at first and then they move on. Basically what we're seeing here. They like it at first. I think it'd be something positive, be something interesting, something that they would, like to just jump into, I guess. But it's almost like they would move on afterwards, just like there's no second date. And we had this with another reading the other day. There's no second date, or there's sort of a dead end. And we have that dead end feeling here with this. It's sort of that dead end. I'll go, we'll see what happens, but ultimately it's time to move on. So if you're looking for, as far as how that would go if they go on a date, yeah, I mean, again, go on the date, find out how things go. It's be an interesting date, etc. But as far as if you're looking for like a long-term type thing, this doesn't look like it would be a huge long-term potential or anything like that. Or the Plague. Hey, how's it going? I see you posting the same message over and over. Okay, I see your message, but I have plenty in the queue, and I'm probably not going to be able to get to it, my friend. I'm sorry. So, Scorpio to date. Angela Davis wants to know general reading. All right, so you're Starseed like worker. Namaste. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Angela wants to know general reading for 2020. I don't know why I put a question mark at the end of that. So hopefully my camera does not start trying to focus again. So let's do a general reading. Let's use the Thoth and find out how it's going to go for 2020. Good luck, by the way. We're already in 2020, I know, but I am sort of excited to see how the year goes, because there's a lot of interesting things going on in the world, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how it's all going to turn out at the end of the year. All right. You just never know. All right, general reading for Angela. Angela, you still around? Hey, Toro, I gave up on renting the house and I'm going to wait. Oh, okay, sorry to hear. Let's see. So is Angela still here? All right. So let's look for a general reading. Are you moving? This is one question that immediately comes to mind when we have the motion card. And I say, are you moving? Because, surprise, surprise, that is not right side up. And it seems like if you're moving, or you have some movement planned, or you have maybe not really a relocation thing, but you have something planned that involves moving or involves getting objects or getting things from one place to the next. Does that make sense? A lot of times you may not be moving, or you're having a friend move, or you're assisting somebody with some other things, and a lot of times it's just not going to happen. Anyway, that's delayed. So beginning of the year, you're going to have a delay in the motion, or delay in this movement of a project or movement of things across where you really want to be. And that is going to be delayed, and that's going to be delayed for just some weird reason. It's not like somebody wants to delay it, or it's not like there's a bunch of factors that are preventing it from moving on. Leaving my job soon. Okay, so you are moving. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be delayed. That's not going to be something that you're going to be able to help. There's some other factor involved with that. So we do have this interesting. So it's like that the relationship that you have once you move sort of stales out. Does that make sense? Sort of stales out a bit. So it's an existing relationship. You're moving, some move happens, some things happen, it's delayed. But when it finally occurs, again, this relationship that you have stalls out and sort of stagnates a bit. And it just sort of loses a bit of its integrity, or sort of loses a bit of its firmness and solidity as that sort of goes out. And around the middle of the year, you do have sort of a financial hit or a financial ding coming. And the financial ding is going to affect you a bit. It's like an unexpected bill or an unexpected repair or something that you have to spend money on that's unexpected. And it's not a small amount of money. It's a decent amount of money. It's almost like that you just need to be prepared for something or have the availability of some sort of a payment or something like that to get this resolved. And that's going to hit around mid-June to early July. There's the focus thing is back. That's really annoying. So that's going to hit about mid-June or July. So just be prepared for that, and don't be too upset with it, because it's going to be okay. It's going to be something that you can recover from, but you're going to have that hit. Now, at the end of the year, you're going to meet someone that's actually rather interesting, and it's going to offer you some sort of a career advice or some sort of a coaching, and it's going to be sort of an unexpected person, a person that you sort of know, but they have an opening somewhere, and they think that you're a good fit for it. I think ultimately it doesn't work out, though, so don't get too excited. Let me move this where you can see it. Ultimately, it doesn't work out. This is going to be something to where you think there's an opportunity or a job opportunity, and you go for it, and somebody gives you this job opportunity, but that sort of fizzles out as well. But yeah, overall, I don't see anything just dramatic happen. I don't see a tower. I don't see any major events. I don't see death. I don't see anything that's just going to be major shakeup in life. You get the unexpected bill. I think the moving is going to be delayed. I think that your stagnation of a friendship will occur. And then at the end of the year, you're going to have this job opportunity or this opportunity to where you're excited about it, and you sort of have this good feeling about it, but then it just sort of fizzles out, and it doesn't quite work its way to the very end. So, a couple of interesting things and all this other stuff. Amanda, who is he doing the reading for? Amanda, we have the current reading as always right here. Angela wanted a general reading for 2020. Looks like she's going to have a bit of a ding on the finances about mid-year. Going to have an interesting job opportunity at the end of the year that won't work out. And his friend will sort of stagnate a bit. Is Bobby interested in a commitment with me? Let's find out. We're going strong for an hour now. Thank you, everyone, for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Red Sage Tarot, your RST today. Bobby, interested. Well, I butchered that. Interested in commitment. Let's find out. Is Bobby interested in commitment? And then after that, we'll do Maurice Evans, and I think we'll be done. I'm getting kind of, I can't really go for like 4 hours. I'm just not a 4 hour of reading. I know many people on YouTube do that, but that is not me for sure. I like to get up and move around. I'm constantly moving around. Let's see, Bobby interested in commitment with me, so we'll do that, and then we'll do Maurice, and then we'll be done. Thank you so much, by the way, for joining me. I greatly appreciate you being here, and this has been a fantastic evening for tarot. I'm all excited. I'm doing my Kickstarter. I started the video, I made the graphic, and I registered on Kickstarter, and we're getting this warmed up. It's looking really, really good. I'm excited. I think that my graphic is really going to get a lot of attention on Kickstarter. People are going to stop and look, which is my goal, obviously, for the graphic. So we want to find out about, is Bobby interested in a commitment? Is Bobby with somebody else? Is Bobby with somebody else? Let me know. Are you still in chat? I know we have quite a bit. Red Sage Tarot, is Bobby interested in somebody else? Is Bobby interested in a commitment? I'm asking, is Bobby currently in a relationship with someone else? And I ask this because just this Knight of Wands, we could pull another card and probably get more. Yeah, the Lovers. So it's almost like he just got over a relationship, or he just got into a relationship. It's not quite working out, and he's trying to get out. So the relationship that he's currently in is sort of not really stagnating, but it looks like something that he doesn't want. And he's trying to sort of jump out of it and get something else going. So yeah, you have the Knight of Wands. He put this effort into the relationship. The relationship, the Lovers, didn't quite work out. And I think it was quick. I think he quickly realized just bam, that ain't going to work out. So he got out of it. He's out of it. And the good news is he's available as such, right? So futility, That is really, really interesting. It's really, really interesting, not only in the Rider-Waite sort of definition of it, but the fact that that's upside down. Then we have the Princess of Discs immediately afterwards. But basically, is he interested in commitment? Sort of. Sort of. I'm not going to say yes. I know we have success, and most people would be all excited. We have success at the end. Yes, everybody have a nice day. I'm not going to say yes. I'm going to say sort of. I think that he needs to work some stuff out from this. Bobby needs to work some stuff out from this. I think Bobby has a habit or this pattern of rapid relationships, if that makes sense. So I just see the rapid relationships, futility upside down, futility reversed. So Bobby has to fix some things. Bobby needs to sort of reorganize how he does things in relationships before he's going to be able to walk into commitment. Does he want commitment? Yes. Is commitment the right thing for Bobby? You may want to do a little work before jumping into that. So again, I'm just a regular guy reading tarot, and I have another Band-Aid on my hand. I seem to have a new Band-Aid on my hand every day, but we're just a regular reader, so this is for entertainment purposes only. But the cards are saying that Bobby likes quick relationships. Bobby likes a rapid relationship cycle, and that's not working out for him. So does he want this? Yes. Does he need to get out of that cycle? Again, these are just cards. Yes. So that's basically it, if that makes sense. And again, I don't know if Bobby's watching. I don't know you, dude. I'm just saying what the cards say. You know, don't take it literally. Don't take it too literally. If you're Bobby, don't get mad. I'm just saying. So now we go to Maurice Evans Jones. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way, Maurice. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you again, Briano. Hello, Happy New Year. What do you see for me in money and career in the next 4 months? Let's try that out. And this will be the final reading. Let's see, somebody else donated as well, though. I'll make you let's see. Amanda Cole will change his ways soon. We'll do that, and that'll be the last question. All right, so we want a general money and career. So we'll do Maurice Evans Jones, MEJ. Money and career, next 4 months. All right, do that one and try that out. So let's look at money and career. And for this one, we will use, what do we want to use? We want to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. Everybody likes that. The Dark Mansion Tarot. This does not shuffle well at all. I love it. It just doesn't shuffle well at all. It sticks. All the cards sort of stick together. So we'll do this one because I really want that card there for some reason. And we'll do that one and this one. And then finally, we'll go that one. And we'll try that out and see about money and career. Coming up in the next 4 months, a Queen of Cups. The Lovers. The Two of Pentacles, which is going to be good. And the World and the Three of Cups. Let's grab one more card to go on the Queen, find out a little bit more. So the Nine of Pentacles, what an interesting card to go with the Queen of Cups. Is your income, is Maurice still in the chat? I know this has been a long session. Sorry about that. Let's see, Maurice in the chat. So if Maurice, you're still in the chat, is your money dependent upon a female manager, or is your money dependent upon a woman? And I ask that because the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like that the money relies upon maybe a female manager, or the money relies upon a woman, or there's some sort of woman involved with how you get money. Does that make sense? I'm here. Okay, hello. So I'm kind of asking that. The reason I ask that is that there's a woman providing you with more money. We have the Nine of Pentacles, a fantastic card, by the way, for any career work thing. Woman providing you with more money is like either an opportunity or a raise, or there's some sort of money exchange or something like that. So it's just female manager. Okay, cool. All right, we're on the right track. So your female manager is basically going to help you make more money, is what you're seeing here with the Nine of Pentacles. Female manager is going to help you make more money. And I say that because of the Lovers. It's not, don't take that literally. she's not literally going to come over and make a pass or something. It's like that she likes you, she likes your performance, and she thinks that you blend well with that particular position, and it's something to where she wants to get you more opportunities. Or if you haven't had your review, for example, maybe you get a great review and you get recommended for something like that. So it just seems that you're going to have that opportunity for that. And she does like you. She does like your performance, and and that will lead to the Two of Pentacles. Again, we're back to Pentacles. We're back to the earthly feel. Message deleted by Streamlabs. What message? Aqua Rule. I thought I deleted that captionable. So yeah, it's going to lead you to a different choice. And I say a different choice at your work. There's going to be two ways you can go. One is this particular path, and another is this other particular path, and you're going to have to choose which one that you want. And that's going to come fairly late in the cycle. In other words, you could be looking out of 4 months, you could be looking into about 6 months, to that point where you have a choice of doing something a little bit different. And one of the choices is going to lead to the world. It's going to lead to a better solution for you. It's going to lead to not really an easier pathway to money or an easier pathway that you need in certain respects, but there's some things that you need at work that you're not getting, is what we have here. Things that you need at work that you're not getting. Some satisfaction you're not getting, appreciation that you're not getting, and that's going to improve with one of the pathways that opens up for you because of maybe your review or what they discuss with you. And the pathway is going to open up, and it's going to be something to where you can jump into it, and things will get better. I'm not saying you'll come into this big influx of money. We don't have cards like that. We don't have maybe a Four of Pentacles. We don't have a card that would indicate just a massive amount of money other than the good review here. But one of the choices gives you a better situation at work, which is good. You have a better situation at work, and that's going to be a positive thing for you. But again, it's not going to be just this huge influx of free money. It's just going to be an improved work situation. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times we go to work and we don't like a lot of different things. And one of those things will clear up, if that makes sense. One of the things will clear up. Anyway, the Three of Cups, use any networking opportunities that you have. Keep on those. Make sure that you are within the networking opportunities that you have at work, and sort of just go with that and basically go forward. But you gave me a short period of time, so there's not a lot that's going to happen in a short period of time, but we are going to stretch it out for more of a 6 month to 8 month period. Networking is going to do you good. We have the Three of Cups. If you're asking about work, this is the networking card, in my opinion. Job situation is going to improve. Not a big free influx of money, but you do get either like this good review or a bunch of things that leads to a different opportunity, not some amazing opportunity where money floods in. Again, a different opportunity that will lead to an improvement in your work situation. If all that makes sense, that would be great. So that is my reading. And with that, we have been going for an hour and a half. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you, anyone that stayed for the entire hour and a half. Brianna, thanks for answering questions. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So thank you so much for being here tonight. So I'm going to go watch the Patriots, and I hope the Patriots win. Please join me and tune in to the Patriots game, and everybody root for them, and hopefully they win, and we will go to the Super Bowl once more. So thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate it, and we will see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. So 2 streams. We'll see you then.